who do you think the Niners traded all the way up to go get?
Justin Fields and Trey Lance. I think the conversation about Mac Jones is just a conversation. I think when you're Kyle Shanahan and you move up to get a remarkable talent. And so that talent, to me, needs to be someone who can not only do the things that you want to do on the script, but off the script. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is you need to compare your quarterback to the other quarterbacks in the division. And if we're being honest, Rich, the NFC West has Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and Matthew Stafford. In any scenario, do we view Mac Jones as being a player that can be better than any of those guys in the next 2 to 3 years? Because if we don't, then we should make a move for him. But when we think about the extraordinary talents of the two others that I mentioned, we can see how their athleticism and combination of arm talent could give them an opportunity to succeed and surpass some of those guys in the division. I think it has to be one of those two other guys, and I believe Mac Jones is just a smokescreen.
No kidding. So tell me about Lance a little bit, because we really haven't spoken a lot about him since we, first blush after the trade. The general sense in so many parts was it's definitely for Mac Jones, and now we're hearing more Fields, and now we're going to see Pro Day 2.0 for Trey Lance as well. What about this young man intrigues you, Bucky?
Going all the way back to 2019, when you watched him, 28 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2,700 passing yards, over 1,100 rushing yards. Unique playmaker with his size. This is a guy that was recruited, offered by Big Ten schools to play outside linebacker, safety, to speak to his athleticism. When you watch him play, and going back to 2019, you see him playing a system that is multiple and varied, that has a lot of NFL concepts in it, layered with some college stuff. If we think about the players that have come out of there, Carson Wentz and Easton Stick, respectively, they handled a lot of the stuff at the line of scrimmage that you typically ask NFL quarterbacks to do. And so Trey Lance has all of that. And so he's a unique combination of the athleticism and physical talent that you want with the IQ and the upside that you also desire. And so as we think about the Josh Allens of the world, we think about the Lamar Jacksons of the world, man, if you can get a guy that has that extra stuff, it just allows you to do so much when it comes to adding plays to the playbook and game plans, and his ability to erase some of your mistakes.
So that would be tough for Atlanta to pass up, right? If Justin Fields goes 3. That would be tough for Atlanta to pass up, what you just described to me, because Arthur Smith, what he did with Tannehill, I mean, Tannehill was as dangerous running it. Sometimes the number of times where you're like, okay, here comes Derrick Henry inside the 5, but it would be Tannehill who takes it around the end and take a big hit, I might add. That's kind of what Arthur Smith would like to do, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think Trey Lance makes a lot of sense in Atlanta, because what you're talking about with Matty Ice is you're talking about 2 additional years. The cap would say that you probably can't move on from him until after 2022. And so if we're talking about Trey Lance, who's entering the league with 17 starts, even though that's the same number of starts as Mac Jones, it would give him 2 years to develop, to learn the game, to sit and kind of get ready for the NFL game as a starter. We saw it happen in 1 year for Pat Mahomes. Maybe Arthur Smith uses a page out of Andy Reid's playbook to get this franchise up and going. So win now with Matt Ryan, and then win later with Trey Lance. That could be a formula and a recipe for the Falcons.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.